Before and after video. Gravel pile, future dojo. Okay, deck is in process of getting painted. I've made this so idiot proof for this guy. Here is the gathering area for the family. I put some chairs on it. There's the path that goes to the other side of the deck. Alright, follow the yellow brick road. You go down the path. There'll be pine bark still here. This will be grass. That pipe will be buried. Falling down the path. Then this pipe here has to get buried. Well, buried under stuff. You can't dig down because of the tree roots. Down a peninsula of mulch here, which will go to grass, which will go to the gathering spot there. And where you see Maisie is at the bottom of the... Oh, here comes Maisie. That's where it's going to be gravel up there. Okay, back on the path. Follow the path. He has to move the pipe while he puts the gravel down. Hopefully he won't go near the trees. Path, path, path to the end, which is kind of a drainage area. That'll all be gravel. Then here's going to be pine mulch, and that's where I'm going to put Mandy's secret garden. So I'll have that behind me, and I'll put in a bunch of trees and stuff. That whole area all the way through to the far fence, I don't know if you can see the metal fence over close to the neighbour's house, is all dog fenced in area, sunroom. So this will all be mulch here. There's the dog inner fence in front of the sunroom, which has a pine bark path. I guess I could show that. So there's that path, kind of half laid, and all this mulch will be moved down into that area, Mandy's secret garden. There'll be all bushes in this mulch area, and then the area where the pipe is. So the mulch will stop here and switch to grass eventually, and the gravel will come from here down the path. There's the dog inner fence where it'll go up the stairs, and we have the little patio there, hot tub which I'm about to jump into. Wish it was a cold tub though. To make the full circle, coming back to the gathering area, which actually is quite a big area. The pine bark has a 12-foot umbrella, so that gives you an idea of how big that space is. And it'll be a circle around the fire pit, which is an above ground fire pit. And then we'll have grass, mulch. So if I go back to my original starting point, I'm going to paint the under part of the deck black. I've already got the first coat of non-slip stuff on, but I've got to wait till he's finished. I put the top coat on, which will be grey. Which brings me back to my starting point. And I've temporarily built in double gates and a single gate for people to go through. And then the driveway on out. So that's the before video. I also have on this side, so the driveway will go all the way to here. I also have pavers that I put in years ago, but I had to move because the guy's coming, which go to the woods. And pretty much as far as you can see that direction in the woods is our land, with the two creeks, one creek here, one creek there, which meet, I don't know, 100 feet, 200 feet, I'm not good at it, in the woods. So I'd love to do a private gazebo or something down there. I'd love to have a little quiet retreat spot here. It's much quieter. I still have a tree out in the woods. I mean a chair out in the woods, a tree in the woods, that's funny. And a table out there. But there's a lot of land to be used. But that's not to be dealt with now. That's the real secret garden is out in the woods there. Ah dear. But anyway, I had to lift up the pavers best I could so he doesn't run over them with a backhoe. Maybe I should just go sit in my chair in the woods and just hang out there. Look, there's my chair waiting on me in the woods. I don't know if you can see the creek. It's all creek. So, it's the house from behind. And then he'll dump any extra materials behind the garage. And I'm gonna paint all that trim on the garage. It's getting repainted, the garage door needs repainted. I mean, it hasn't been done in 23 years. So that will be painted by me, the deck will be painted by me, the laying of the pipe will be painted by me. It's Bubba! Hi Bubba! Sorry, this is not part of the tour, this is just here. That's all getting repainted. All of this 23 years. Hey Bubba Gump! How you doing? Say hi to your mommy Alison. Yeah, you see, this is actually supposed to be brown, it's turned purple with age. And there's repairs down here where the wood's rotted, it has to get fixed, but that's a whole other story. And let's just do a close-up of Bubba Gump because he's just so cute. And there's my shovel. I already broke the barrel. But yeah, Thursday night I'll be installing the gates permanently with the hinges and all the rest of it. But the biggest upgrade is getting that single gate in so you don't have to open the double gates. Unfortunately, the guy with the truck backed over the third gate, so we had to go get a single gate, and I repaired it as best I can, and I'll do it properly Thursday night. Meanwhile, Mike calls this Stonehenge. This is the area where he's not allowed to go with the backhoe. Just leave the spot alone, I'll do it myself. A lot of the mulching I'm going to do myself. I just need him to move the gravel with the machine. I would also do it myself, but I can't even do we. Forget about using a backhoe with weird remotes. That is a disaster waiting to happen. But last part of the tour, I've got the non-slip layer good and thick on here, and as you can see, the two shades of grey. So I've got, because of the mistake of what's it? Oh look, here's Maisie. Oh look, see, I do have two ginger cats. Here's Maisie, overseeing her kingdom. This will be more of that shade, darker grey in the end. Here it'll be that shade, darker grey. When he's finished, I'll have to hose it all down. But I have the non-slip special coating already done, which will keep this wood good for years. But oh my goodness, it's a lot of work. Bubba Gump wants in the house. Bubba Gump, you want to go in the house? Jack and Maggie want to come out. Ready for the herd. Here they go. Go pee. There you go. Go on. Go pee. Go on. Let's go. So you see there's a gate here so the dogs can't go into the main garden. And I have a movable gate there which I need to go close, which keeps the dogs in the dog garden, which is over there by the neighbours. No, Maggie. Maggie, come. Maggie. Maggie, come. House. Mag. Oh, he's gone to chase a cat. If you look here, I did this weekend, covering up all this mud with the pine bark. This is all mud here, but you can see this is the dog area. The dogs only get to go in this area, and then I gotta bury that pipe and everything after all the gravel's done. But that's the whole dog area. But there's no gutter on this side of the house, so water just comes straight off the roof and hits the ground here, making more mud, which was okay until we had that horrible 4 months of rain. In all this area, it's just mud. This is just the whole dog area. I don't know what to do with it. Oh look, found another cat. Tiger, are you okay, buddy? Are you just sleeping or are you dying? You dying of heat? Is this your spot? Hey, what you doing? You're in the doggy area. You tired? Poor old thing, he's 14. Yeah, okay, final last little tour. Not only do we have the dog area here, big hole that needs filled. I covered it with branches. That's when a tree fell, about 3 years ago. At the back of the garden, where another tree fell about 4 years ago. Here, you can't tell, but there's a concrete table under here that Papa made, and under that is the hole that we dug where we buried Bandit. So this is Bandit's grave. Maggie, visit Bandit. You don't know Bandit, he's under there. You're on his tombstone, get off. And it's all pointing. You can see the creek though. That's the back creek. There's the creek going all the way down the garden. So there's that pipe popping out the ground that I have to bury. I've had to move the pipe and pull it back so the guy can operate the machinery to bring the mulch down, spread the tree mulch down here into all this mud area. And then that'll be gravel in there because that's a drainage area. So it has to get drained properly. It's just so much water because we're at the bottom of the hill. So that'll be gravel. That'll be Mandy's secret garden. That'll be the path that goes all the way up and around. And that's specially designed so the runoff from the garage, because all the stormwater comes whooshing down the side here, will whoosh down here and go out to the creek. And that's what this pipe does. It takes the stormwater, unfortunately, from the neighbours' houses. It collects into a French drain down there and then takes it down the pipe, which actually goes up and around here because of the machinery, and takes it down to the creek. And that pipe there takes the storm water from under our house and drains it and links into the pipe, and it all goes down to the creek. There's been 20 years of work getting these pipes in, but the trees that got removed from this whole area up here where the umbrella is and this whole area, it was needed to because they'd fall on the house. But all these upgrades is taking care of major issues, making the house what it needs to be as far as drainage, safety. So these trees that fall, if they fell, only the tops would hit the house, which would be minimal damage. But those massive trees that were close to the building would have chopped it in half. That being my bedroom meant that's not a good idea. There's still this one, but he's leaning towards me, so he'll go that way. Hello, puppies. Right, I'm off to close the fence so the dogs can't go into the main garden, can only stay in dogland. Well, I tell you, that was fun throwing those pine bark bags. I threw them over the fence from the front yard and dragged them here and laid them here. Still got to sort the pavers. It's not quite a straight line. It's just, I was too tired. Maggie, say bye-bye. Maggie, stay. Are you a good girl? My home defense system is Maggie. Here, made a little patio.